Meet Jake, a 23-year-old man who feels stuck in a job that he doesn't like. Working long hours at a data entry position, Jake often wonders if this is all life has to offer. But little does he know that his journey towards success and fulfillment is about to begin, all through the power of a growth mindset. Chapter 1: The Daily Grind. Jake's day starts like any other. He wakes up to the sound of his alarm at 7 a.m., hits the snooze button a couple of times, and drags himself out of bed. The thought of another day at work fills him with dread. He's been at this job for 2 years now, and every day feels like a repetition of the last. He spends his days entering data into spreadsheets, staring at the clock, and waiting for 5 p.m. The monotony of his routine leaves him feeling drained and unfulfilled. Jake knows he's capable of more, but he doesn't believe he can achieve anything beyond his current situation. After work, Jake spends his evenings binge-watching TV shows, playing video games, and scrolling through social media. He's often envious of others who seem to be living exciting, successful lives. Deep down, Jake feels like he's destined for something greater, but he doesn't know how to break free from the rut he's in. Chapter 2: Chance Encounter. One day, while Jake is grabbing coffee during his lunch break, he runs into an old friend from high school, Emily. Emily is a few years older than Jake, and she's always been someone he admired. They catch up briefly, and Jake is surprised to hear that Emily left her corporate job a year ago to start her own business. Jake is curious about how she made such a bold move, so they decide to meet up later that week. Over dinner, Emily shares her story. She talks about how she was once in a similar situation, stuck in a job she didn't enjoy, feeling unfulfilled and unsure of her future. Emily explains that everything changed when she discovered the concept of a growth mindset. She realized that she didn't have to accept her current situation as permanent. Instead, she could choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth and failure as a stepping stone to success. Jake listens intently, fascinated by Emily's transformation. For the first time, he starts to see a glimmer of hope. If Emily could turn her life around, maybe he could too. Chapter 3: The Seed is Planted. Jake goes home that night with a lot on his mind. He can't stop thinking about what Emily said about the growth mindset. He decides to do some research and comes across the work of psychologist Carol Dweck, who coined the term growth mindset. Jake learns that people with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are static and unchangeable, while those with a growth mindset believe they can develop their abilities through hard work, learning, and perseverance. The idea that he can change and grow excites Jake, but he's also skeptical. Can adopting a new mindset really change his life? Despite his doubts, Jake decides to give it a try. He starts small, setting a goal to read 1 book a month that will help him learn new skills or improve his mindset. His first book choice, Mindset: The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. Chapter 4: Embracing the Growth Mindset. As Jake reads the book, he begins to notice how often he's held back by a fixed mindset. He realizes that he's been avoiding challenges, giving up too easily, and letting the fear of failure dictate his choices. The book encourages him to start seeing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Jake decides to apply this new perspective at work. Instead of viewing his job as a dead end, he starts looking for ways to improve his skills. He volunteers for tasks that are outside his comfort zone and begins to see every challenge as a chance to develop himself. He also starts taking online courses in subjects he's interested in, like digital marketing and graphic design. Although it's tough balancing work and learning, Jake finds himself more motivated than ever. For the first time in a long time, he feels like he's moving forward. Chapter 5: Overcoming Obstacles. Adopting a growth mindset isn't always easy. Jake faces setbacks along the way. There are times when he feels overwhelmed by the demands of his job and his new learning goals. Sometimes he's tempted to quit and go back to his old routine. But Jake remembers what Emily and the book taught him. Setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. Instead of giving up, he takes a step back, reevaluates his approach, and tries again. He also starts journaling about his experiences, reflecting on what he's learned from both his successes and failures. Over time, Jake notices a shift in his thinking. He's no longer afraid to take on challenges. In fact, he welcomes them. His confidence grows, and so does his sense of purpose. Chapter 6. Reaping the Rewards. As Jake continues to develop his growth mindset, his life begins to change in ways he never expected. His newfound skills in digital marketing and graphic design open up new opportunities at work. He's given more responsibilities and eventually lands a promotion. Outside of work, Jake starts a side hustle, using his digital marketing skills to help small businesses with their online presence. What started as a way to make some extra money quickly turns into a passion. Jake finds joy in helping others succeed and realizes that he's finally doing work that fulfills him. Jake's personal life improves as well. He's more confident in his relationships and starts surrounding himself with people who inspire and support his growth. He even reconnects with Emily, and they become close friends, encouraging each other on their journeys. Chapter 7. A New Chapter. A year after his conversation with Emily, Jake reflects on how much his life has changed. He's no longer the person who felt trapped in a dead-end job, overwhelmed by stress and self-doubt. Instead, he's someone who embraces challenges, learns from failures, and constantly seeks opportunities to grow. Jake's journey isn't over, but he's excited about the future. He knows that as long as he maintains a growth mindset, there's no limit to what he can achieve. And it all started with a simple shift in how he viewed himself and his potential. Conclusion: Jake's story is a testament to the power of a growth mindset. By changing the way he thought about challenges, failures, and his own abilities, he transformed his life in ways he never thought possible. If you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled, remember that your mindset can be the key to unlocking your full potential. Embrace the growth mindset and watch your life change for the better. If Jake's story inspired you, imagine what a growth mindset could do for you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories and tips on how to unlock your full potential. Let's grow together.